Hi guys, so today I'm going to be teaching music theory, so I won't really have any of the, the violin or the bow out today, but it's just going to be interesting because I've never really taught theory to someone else. It's always been like, music and stuff, but it's fine. I'll give it a shot. So basically, since I don't really know who's watching this and I don't know how much experience anybody has, I'm going to be teaching from the very beginning, which means I'm going to define a staff. So a staff is the 5 lines and 4 spaces that, music is written on. And if you've never seen it before, it kind of looks like this. As you can see, it has 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 spaces. And it's just where music is written. There's also different clefs that I do want to talk about, which is the treble clef and the bass clef. And you do have to know this because we read in treble clef, and by we I mean violins. I mean there's other instruments too, but I'm a violin player, so that's the treble clef, and then there's the bass clef, which is just like a really weird C with 2 dots. I kind of had to write it out for my class, and it kind of looks like this, but, less deranged. And it's important because, although it does hold the same alphabet as a musical alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then again A, B, C, D, E, F, G, it does have it in different orders. So when you write music on treble, it's going to be different in bass if someone tries to transcribe it into bass clef. So I'm just going to teach you a treble clef really quickly, the names of the lines and the spaces. So for the lines, it's E, G, B, D, F. And a way to remember that is this thing that was made up, and it's called Every Good Boy Does Fine. This is how my teacher taught me, and he's who knows how old. But it just works. It's an easy way to remember. Every good boy does fine. And then the spaces of the treble clef is just simply face, F-A-C. A way to remember that is just that, and also just kind of looking at music as much as you can and kind of reading out the notes. Like here, in the sheet that I just showed you, it would be like D, E, F, G, F, F, D, D. And that's how you really learn how to read music. I wouldn't recommend writing out the notes at the bottom, because if anything, you might become dependent on just looking at the bottom, and then your music sheet's going to be filled with your handwriting on the bottom notes, and that's not something I would recommend. And I'm going to move on to the bass clef, because for the sake of music theory, you do have to know it even if you don't use it. So the bass clef, like I said, looks like this, sort of, except that it's like not awkwardly shaped. But it reads as good boys do fine always. And then the spaces would be A, C, E, G. And that's just how you know that, in case anyone ever asks you, because you do have to know this for music theory purposes. And I mean, maybe, I guess this is like a fun fact, the treble clef is sometimes also called the G clef, because as you can see, it kind of encircles around the G line, every good G. And the bass clef is called the F clef, because in its staff, the 2 dots that you kind of see here are above and below the F line in bass clef. These 2 dots. So yeah, I'm gonna probably post another video because the audio is being weird again, and I'll go more into detail. But that's just all you need to know for now, and you can watch the videos separately if it helps, and just kind of process. That's all, guys.